Welcome to MCHSLive.com News Afternoon Edition. Today is Thursday, February 20th. Here's what we have in the show for you today. Entertainment, sports, announcements, and more. Thank you for joining us. Attention all DECA members. Registration for the field trip to the College Football Hall of Fame ends tomorrow. The field trip takes place next Friday. Once again, registration is over tomorrow. Attention to all Special Olympics volunteers. We are excited to say that all of our volunteer spots are full for this year. Thank you to everyone who signed up. The event is on April 17th, and your $20 are due Friday, February 21st. If you were not able to volunteer this time, we would love to have you next year. Now over to Lexi for sports update. Lexi, what do you have for us?
Last night, the Lady Dogs sealed their spot in the GHSA Elite 8 by knocking off Tattnall County. Opening game with a 13-0 run, the Lady Dogs held strong against Tattnall as they tried to mount a comeback and actually tied the game with 4 minutes left. Strong defense and patience led the Dogs to a 57-51 win. The Dogs were led by Shay Brown and Tamia Benford, who each had a dozen. The Lady Dogs will continue their playoff run at North Hall in Gainesville on Tuesday. Tip-off for that game will be 7 p.m. Last night, the girls won 0-7 against Monroe, and the boys won 0-2. Tonight, the varsity boys and girls soccer team will be traveling to Appalachia. The girls' game will start at 5 p.m. and the boys' game will start at 7 p.m. Make sure to be there for both teams to cheer and support our teams. The tennis match that was scheduled for today has been moved to Saturday. Although that one has been moved, the game that was scheduled for tomorrow is still on. This weekend, your cheer dogs go to Columbus for their annual Spirit Cheer competition this Saturday. We spoke with Carolyn Strickland and got her thoughts on the competition this weekend.
I do feel like it's a lot of pressure. We just want to keep our title and just do our best. And
the cheer dogs are defending champions in game day competition. Carolyn explains how that impacts the team.
Pretty good about it. We have a good group of girls from last year that got to experience it, so I feel pretty good, and we've practiced a lot.
Finally, Carolyn explains the difference between game day and competition cheer.
So it's still like a competition setting, but we don't necessarily have all of the rigor as comp does. Like we just we perform like a routine of what like we would do at like a football game. But we also have flags this year. So we have like flags, poms, and we have a few girls tumbling, but it's just more like cheer based rather than like tumbling choreography.
Thank you, Carolyn, for your time and best of luck this weekend. Attention students, the slow pitch softball tryouts have been moved to Monday and Tuesday. I repeat, softball tryouts were moved to Monday and Tuesday. That's all we have in sports today. Now let's get with Jamaris for the rest of the news.
Netflix is releasing a new show called Gentrified. It follows a Latina family that is scrambling to save their grandfather's taco shop while trying to pursue their dreams at the same time as their LA neighborhood being renovated. The first season will include the 10 episodes and will be released tomorrow, February 21st. The Call of the Wild is a new movie that comes out tomorrow. Its title sure matches its content. It starts with a dog who happened to live in California during the gold rush of 1890, then experiences an adventure of a lifetime until he becomes his own master and found his true place in the world. The Weeknd and his mustache announces his upcoming tour in the support of his album After Hours. He will kick off a North American run in June with 2 nights at Vancouver's Rogers Arena. He will start this tour June 11th. Pre-sale tickets for the tour start selling at the earliest beginning February 25th. Let's have some fun. Did you know that this day in Black History Month, famous abolitionist Frederick Douglass died in 1895? He taught other slaves how to read. He also escaped slavery in Maryland. He became a leader in the abolition movement in the times before and during the Civil War, which was about putting an end to slavery. He inspired many and supported the freedom of slaves and women's rights. Not to give you all a giggle with the joke of the day, geology rocks, but geography is where it's at. How about one more? I went to school with cotton wool in both ears today. My teacher asked me why. I said, you keep saying things. One goes in one ear and out the other. So I'm trying to keep them in. All right. Come back Friday to get more news updates, announcements, and more. We give thanks to all who made today's show possible. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Dogs.